Welcome to our exploration into the world of intellectual property rights and human rights. At the heart of our journey lies the intersection of innovation and personal freedom. Intellectual property rights, or IP rights, form a protective shield around the creations of the mind, fueling innovation and economic growth by providing creators with exclusive rights to their inventions, designs, and original works. On the other hand, we have human rights, the bedrock of dignity, freedom, and fairness. These rights are inherent to every individual, irrespective of nationality, gender, ethnicity, religion, or any other status. They provide the framework for a just society, where everyone is treated with respect and equality. When these two powerful forces meet, the scenario becomes more complex. The balance between protecting individual creations and upholding fundamental human rights forms a delicate dance, a dance that shapes the world we live in and the future we are building. When these rights intersect, the scenario becomes more complex. One key area of intersection is the right to access information and cultural materials. Intellectual property rights, while safeguarding the rights of creators, can sometimes create barriers. These barriers can limit access to educational resources, essential medicines, and cultural expressions. This limitation raises significant questions about our fundamental human rights, the right to education, health, and participation in cultural life. Now imagine a world where life-saving drugs are patented and priced beyond the reach of those who need them most. Or a world where educational resources are locked behind paywalls, making them inaccessible to students from disadvantaged backgrounds. Or even a world where cultural expressions are copyrighted, preventing communities from engaging in their cultural heritage. This is the potential impact of strong intellectual property rights without consideration for human rights. But it's not as simple as reducing intellectual property rights to increase access. We must also consider the flip side of the coin. Weak intellectual property protection can discourage innovation and creativity. Creators might be less inclined to invest time, energy, and resources into creating something new if they can't protect and profit from their creations. This could lead to a stagnation in cultural, scientific, and technological advancements, impacting economic growth and development. So the challenge lies in balancing these rights. It's about finding a middle ground where creators are incentivized and rewarded for their work, but not at the expense of access to information, health, and cultural participation. It's about ensuring that the rights of creators do not overshadow the rights of individuals to access knowledge, healthcare, and culture. This balance is not just a legal challenge, but a moral one. It requires us to ask tough questions about the kind of society we want to live in. Do we value innovation over access, profit over people, or can we find a way to value both equally? The challenge lies in balancing these rights. It's a delicate dance, a tightrope walk, and there are no easy answers. But one thing is clear, the conversation needs to continue, because the balance between intellectual property rights and human rights will shape the future of our global society. The conversation also extends to the digital age, where issues like data privacy and digital rights come into play. As we delve deeper into the digital world, we see a new landscape where intellectual property rights and human rights intertwine in unprecedented ways. In this digital landscape, information is often the most valuable commodity. Intellectual property rights protect digital creations, from software to online content, promoting innovation and technological advancements. However, these rights can also be a double-edged sword, potentially limiting access to digital information and infringing on the right to privacy. Consider the vast amounts of personal data collected and stored by tech companies. While these data are often used to improve services and create personalized experiences, they can also be misused, violating individuals' privacy rights. Moreover, stringent IP rights can restrict the flow of digital information, potentially stifling freedom of expression and the right to access information. As we increasingly move towards a digital world, the need to protect digital creations while ensuring freedom of expression and access to information becomes paramount. As we conclude our journey through intellectual property rights and human rights, it's clear that the relationship between these two fields is both complex and interdependent. We've seen how intellectual property rights fuel innovation and economic growth, protecting creators and their original works. Yet, when these rights intersect with human rights, the scenario becomes more intricate. The right to access information, education, health, and cultural materials can sometimes clash with the protection of creators' rights. Striking the right balance, therefore, is not just a legal question. It's a human one. It's about fostering an environment where creativity and innovation thrive, but not at the expense of basic human dignities and freedoms. In the digital age, this balance becomes even more critical as we navigate issues of data privacy and digital rights. Striking the right balance is crucial for fostering an environment of creativity, innovation, and fairness. Thank you for joining us on this exploration. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content.